Hi everyone! In this video, we will explain what Xcode is, how to install it, provide an overview of the main components in the Xcode interface, and demonstrate several basic practical functions that testers can use in their work. That is, how to install Xcode on your device, how to view device logs via Xcode, how to launch the iOS simulator in Xcode, how to launch an application that you have just started developing on your device and test the initial results. What is Xcode Instruments and how to use it on your device? Let's get familiar. What is Xcode? Xcode is an integrated development environment developed by Apple Inc. It is primarily used for developing software applications for macOS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS. Xcode provides developers with a comprehensive set of tools for creating, debugging, and deploying applications for Apple devices. Our first question is, how to install Xcode on your device? To download and install Xcode on your device, open your Apple device, such as MacBook. Click on the App Store icon in the footer of the navigation menu. The Apple Store window will open. In the top left corner of the Apple Store window, you will see the search field. Click on the search field and type Xcode. You will see the Apple Store screen with the first search result, Xcode Developer Tool. Next to the Xcode name will be the Get button. Click on it. The Sign In Required window will be displayed. To download the application, you need to sign in to the Apple Store Market with your iCloud account. Input your Apple ID in the Apple ID field and click on the Get button. The next step of Sign In will be opened. Input your Apple Store account password and click on the Get button. The downloading starts and the button next to Xcode will indicate the progress of the downloading. After the download is complete, the Download Progress button will change to an Install button. Click on it. Click on the application menu icon of the navigation bar on the device. Inside the list of the device, you will see the Xcode icon, indicating the progress of the installation. After the installation is complete, the Xcode icon will change and become active to launch. Click on it. The Xcode and Apple SDK's agreement window is displayed. Click on the Agree button at the top of the window and proceed to the next step. The Xcode Wants to Make Changes window is displayed. To allow changes to be made on the device, you need to enter the device password and press the OK button. The Xcode installation window will be displayed. In this window, select the platform you would like to develop for, such as Mac iOS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS. Select the platform and click on the Install button. The Installing Additional Components window will be displayed with the progress of the installation. After the installation is complete, you will see the Welcome to Xcode screen. In this screen, you can start to create a new project, open existing projects, or open an existing project file on your Mac. Creating a new project in Xcode allows you to create an application for iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, or Apple TV. Click on the Create a New Xcode Project button. The Choose a Template for your new project window will be displayed. The window allows you to select the type of project you want to create based on the platform and the kind of application you want to build. When you choose a template, Xcode will generate the initial project structure, code files, and configurations based on your selection. From there, you can start building and customizing your application based on your specific needs. Select the app template and click on the Next button. The Choose Options for your new project window will be displayed. Input the product name and organization identifier that you would like to display and click on the Next button. The window with the possibility to create a repository for your project will be displayed. Select the folder where you would like to save your project repository and click on the Create button. The Xcode application will be launched with the project that you created. Let's take a look at a few basic navigation areas of the Xcode application. Xcode is equipped with a variety of useful tool windows that aid developers in creating, debugging, and testing iOS, macOS, watchOS, and tvOS applications. These tool windows are accessible from the main Xcode window and offer different functionalities to streamline the development process. Here are some of the essential tool windows you'll find in Xcode. First is the Navigator area. Located on the left-hand side of the Xcode window, the Navigator area consists of various navigators that help you manage your project and its components. These include the Project Navigator, Symbol Navigator, File Outline, Find Navigator, Issue Navigator, Test Navigator, and more. The next is the Editor area. This is the central part of the Xcode window where you edit your code, interfaces files, storyboards or XIBs, asset catalogs, and more. It provides contextual code completion, syntax highlighting, and inline errors and warnings. The next is the Debug area. The Debug area appears at the bottom of the Xcode window when you run or debug your app. It shows the console output, variables values, call stack, and other debugging-related information. The Xcode application also consists of many other areas, such as the Utility area, Version Editor, Assistant Editor Library, Debugger Console, and more. Now that we have covered the main navigation of the Xcode application, let's explore its practical usage. And the first question is, how to view device logs via Xcode? To show device logs in Xcode, follow these steps. Connect your iOS device to your Mac using a USB cable. On the screen, a Trust This Computer pop-up will appear. Click on the Trust button. Then navigate to the menu and click on the Setting menu. On the Setting menu, find and click on the Privacy and Security options. The Privacy and Security window will be displayed. Scroll down, find the Developer Mode options and click on it. The Developer Mode window will be displayed. Click on the Developer Mode toggle on. The Restart pop-up will be displayed. Click on the Restart button on your device. After the device restarts, the Turn on Developer Mode pop-up will be displayed. Click on the Turn on button. Then go back to the Setting, Privacy and Security and make sure that the Developer Mode is enabled. Back to the Xcode application and go to the Header Navigation menu. Click on the Windows option of the navigation menu. The Windows options list will be displayed. Find Devices and Simulators option and click on it. The window with the Device Simulator window will be displayed. The Devices and Simulators window in Xcode is a utility that allows developers to manage connected physical devices and simulate different iOS services on their Mac. Make sure that you see your device with status connected on the left side of the window. Then click on the View Device Logs button at the top of the window. The log console with the device logs will be displayed. Inside the log console, you will see your device logs. You can search logs by keywords, find the type of log, filter them, and more. Let's move on to the next question. How to launch the iOS simulator in Xcode? Back to Xcode, open the Header Navigation menu. Click on the Xcode icon on the navigation menu. The list of Xcode options will be displayed. Click on Open Developer Tools and then click on the Simulator option. The window with the simulator will appear on the home screen of the device. At the bottom navigation menu, the Xcode Simulator icon will appear. Click on it. The Xcode Simulator options window will be displayed. Click on the Device options. The list of devices will be opened and the launch device will be preselected. This is the list of all available simulators that you can run via the Xcode application. Interacting with the simulator in Xcode allows you to test and run your iOS or iPadOS apps on different virtual devices directly from your Mac. You can simulate user interactions, test different screen sizes, and assess your app's behavior on various iOS versions. To interact with the simulator, just click on the simulator inside the simulators window. Let's move on to the next question. How to launch an application that you have just started developing on your device and test the initial results. Back to the Xcode application, find the Content View tab on the Navigator area of your project and click on it. Here, you can set up the first screen of the application that you are developing. For example, write a few words like test, test. Then, at the top of the Xcode navigation, click on the device icon. The drop-down list with the device options is displayed. Select the device on which you would like to run the application. For example, select the recent simulator. Make sure that the device appears at the top navigation bar of the Xcode application. And click on the Run button that is located at the top of the project navigation area. The window with the simulator will appear on the device screen, and the developing application will be launched on the simulator. Let's move on to the next question. What is Xcode Instruments and how to use it on your device? Xcode Instruments is a powerful profiling and performance analysis tool provided by Apple as part of the Xcode development environment. It allows developers to monitor and optimize the performance of the iOS, macOS, watchOS, and tvOS apps. With Instruments, you can identify memory issues, analyze CPU usage, track down performance bottlenecks, and debug various aspects of your app's behavior. To use Xcode Instruments, connect your iOS, macOS, watchOS, and tvOS device to your Mac using a USB cable. Select your app scheme in Xcode, choosing your device from the list of available devices or simulators. Open Instruments. Go to the Xcode menu in the menu bar at the top of the screen and select Open Developer Tool. Then choose Instruments. Alternatively, you can use the keyboard shortcut Command+L to open Instruments directly. At the bottom of the device navigation, the Instruments icon will be displayed. Click on it. The Choosing a Profiling Template window will be displayed. Instruments offers various templates to analyze different aspects of your app's performance, such as time profiler, allocations, leaks, energy, game memory, logging, and more. Select the appropriate template based on what you want to analyze. For example, CPU counter, and click the Choose button at the bottom of the window. The selected instrument window will be displayed. Once you select a template, you can customize the configuration settings for the specific analysis you wish to perform. Make sure that your device is displayed in the top navigation menu. Click the Record button, a red circle, in Instruments to start the profiling session. At this point, the Instruments tool will begin collecting data based on the selected template and configuration. In the Instrument window, you can specify which process you want to analyze. Click on All Processes next to the device on the top navigation bar. Here you can select the corresponding application and processes. Please note that not all processes can be analyzed without corresponding accesses from the application. To finish recording your analysis, click on the red Stop button on the top left side of the Instrument window. That's all from our side. In this video, we reviewed the main functions of Xcode application. If there are functions that you would like to see and which were not in the video, write a comment or question to the lecture. We hope to see you in the next video.